What is going on in the real estate market? On today's video, we are bringing you market stats, home values, and time frames. Well, that's what we're covering on this video. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? I'm Rob Wozner, a local realtor right here in Southwest Florida. If this is your first on my channel and you want to know everything about eating, sleeping, working, playing, and the real estate market, this is the channel you need to subscribe to. So hit the subscribe button and tap the bell so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Closed sales of existing homes were down in Florida on a year-over-year basis in October, but new contracts were up year-over-year, as were new listings. Let's dig deeper into these numbers and see what's actually going on. I am encouraged to see a 31.8% increase in new listings to 1,231 new listings, and that's up from 934 new listings back in October of 22. The report also showed the median close price of homes in Naples during October increased 4.5% to $580,000, and that's up from $555,000 back in October of 22. Based on the report, these two factors indicate rumors of an extreme market correction were false. They also illustrate renewed seller confidence, which will be good news for buyers seeking more options in the coming months. In October, statewide, the median sales price for single-family existing homes was $410,000, and that's up 2% from 1 year earlier. For condo townhouse units, the median price was $321,900, and that's up 3.9% from a year earlier. October had the highest number of new listings added to the market compared to any October in the past 2 years. October and January have the highest numbers of new listings. New listings in October for the condominium market shot up 61.9% to 612 new condominium listings, and that's up from 378 new condo listings back in October of 22. Single-family new home listings in October also increased at a healthy rate of 11.3% to 619 new single-family home listings, and that's up from 556 new listings in October of 22. Obviously, though, one factor contributing to a rise in new listings this October was the need for many homeowners to postpone listing their properties for sale last October until damage from Hurricane Ian can be repaired. I'm happy to report that Florida's housing market showed some positive signs for home buyers who have been waiting for mortgage rates to ease and more availability for sale inventory to increase housing options. Statewide new listings for existing single-family homes rose 14.5% in October, while new listings from the condo townhouse properties were up 29.6%. It's good news for those who have been waiting on the sidelines because of a shortfall of homes available for sale. The value of working with a realtor in Naples is priceless. Unlike housing markets in other areas of the country or Florida, Naples can be a bit of a tough nut to crack. You may think your home is priced right based on a comparison of homes for sales nearby. But without a realtor who understands the nuances of the existing home market or what planned new community developments are on the horizon, you might risk your home being overlooked by buyers if it lingers on the market too long because it wasn't priced right. Reach out to me today if you want to discuss any of this information further. Pent-up customer travel during the summer distracted attention away from home sales, as the report showed both pending sales, which are homes under contract, and closed sales activity were lower than pre-pandemic levels reported for in October. This can be traced to lower showing activity during the recent summer compared to a summer of 2022 levels. As such, overall pending sales in October decreased 1.2% to 665 pending sales from 673 pending sales, and the overall closed sales in October decreased 12.8% to 594 closed sales, and that's down from 681 closed sales back in October of 2022. Last month, closed sales of existing single-family homes statewide totaled 19,729, and that's down 5.3% year over year. Existing townhouse condo sales totaled 8,115, and that number is down 2.9% over 2022, according to the data from the Florida's Research Department. Closed sales may occur 30 to 90 days after a sales contract has been written. While closed single-family home sales were down modestly in October, sales remain in the same neighborhood as last year. Higher days on the market also contributed to lower sales in October. For example, in the summer of 2022, days on the market were below 20 days, whereas this past summer, days on the market were over 50 days. For October, days on the market increased 36.6% in October to 56 days, and that's up from 41 days. Given this data, I anticipate healthy pending and closing sales activity for the coming months as showings during October increased 14% to 21,180 showings, and that's up from 18,654 showings in October of 22. One of the big things we keep hearing about are the high interest rates. Well, interest rates are not as much of an obstacle here in Naples as cash sales continue to exceed 50% of all of our sales. But they are for many northern home sellers who rely on buyers that require financing. There's talk that some buyers are also sitting on the fence waiting for rates to drop. But regardless of when or whether the rates will drop next year, our area is still well below a balanced market of 4.5% months of supply in October. It's also likely that when rates go down, prices will go up. So delaying home purchase until the Fed lowers the interest rate ignores the real possibility that the home you can finance today might increase in price beyond what you can afford to finance when the rate eventually is lowered. In any event, nothing is stopping a buyer today from refinancing when the rate drops down the road. Finally, a little bit of good news in the interest rate department. Mortgage rates have fallen for 3 straight weeks, with the 30-year fixed rate averaging 7.44%. And that's down from 7.5% a week earlier, according to Freddie Mac. But the rate still remains well above last year's level of 6.61%. So why did the rates go down this week? Well, new data indicates that inflationary pressures are receding. The government reported November 14th that consumer prices climbed 3.2% in the 12 months ending October, decelerating from 3.7% back in September. The combination of continued economic strength, lower inflation, and lower mortgage rates should likely bring more potential home buyers into the real estate market. Sales of luxury properties continue to drive the metrics for the real estate market right here in Naples, Florida. Looking at October's market report, the average close price of all properties year to date in Naples is now over $1 million. And compared to last October, there are now 275 homes for sale in the $5 million and above price category, a 55.4% increase. Is there any good news for buyers after hearing what I just told you? Well, the good news for buyers is that the percent of list price received has decreased 2.7% and 3.5% in the single family and condominium markets over the last 12 months. There were also 1,004 price reductions in October, basically a third of all the homes for sale. If inventory continues to rise at its current pace, there will likely be more opportunities for buyers to negotiate. Florida had a 3.5% month supply of single-family existing homes in October, up 29.6% year over year. Meanwhile, the condo townhouse units reported a 4.6 month supply last month, and that's up 84% over October of 22's levels. Still, whether you look at single-family homes or townhouses and condos, inventories remain below the levels that were typical of the 6 to 7 years leading up to the pandemic. So supply is still limited, and as a result, prices have remained fairly stable. Let's switch gears and talk about new construction. Sales of newly built single-family homes in October fell 5.6% compared to September to a 679,000 seasonally adjusted annual rate, after a notable downward revision in September. However, the pace of new home sales in October was actually up 17.7% year over year, according to the monthly data from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and the United States Census Bureau. According to the National Association of Home Builders, higher mortgage rates that averaged 7.62% per Freddie Mac, the highest rate since 2000, depressed buyer demand and pushed down October sales. New home sales are not only up year to year, they're also up 4.6% in 2023 so far due to lack of inventory in the resale market. So overall, we are pretty much in the same neighborhood that we were last year. That has been a pretty common theme throughout 2023, where the housing market has not improved much, but it hasn't really worsened that much either. We are kind of in this holding pattern until interest rates really make a true downward shift. When will that happen is still unclear. So the best thing to do for now is to plan for both a scenario where they remain elevated and a scenario where they begin to fall. Most likely, rates will remain elevated until we start to see a more consistent amount of economic data telling us that the labor market is weakening more and substantially than it has been. Thank you so much for watching my monthly real estate market update video. Please leave a comment and let me know what you think is happening in the real estate market. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.